Good morning, everyone. As Pastor mentioned, today is LWML Sunday. We usually have a skit that is high energy and exciting, but because of everything that's going on this year, we've had to make a few changes. So this year, we are going to take a few minutes to explain what LWML, the Lutheran Women's Missionary League, is. My name is Lisa Wilson, and I am the chair of the Women's Ministry Board here at St. Paul. My friends Breanna Wetzler and Lindsay Roach are here with me to help explain and share a little bit about the LWML and what it means to them. So ladies, why did you join the LWML?
Well, Madam Chair, the reason why I joined and what got me involved is I got involved with course. I met the chair for 2012, Judy Charlson. She asked me to apply to be a YWR, emphasizing the point that I may not get it. One person applied. Yeah. But it was an amazing experience, just the insta-clicky sisterhood, as you two well know. And came back charged and ready to get all the women of the church involved. And at the time, it was just me as the YWR for the church. And so I'm so happy to have all the YWRs from our church here now.
You know, I think my story has definitely some similar threads. The first one really is about people asking me to be involved. And they were asking me to be involved even before they asked me to submit an application to be a young woman's representative. They wanted to include me, which I think was pretty cool. After I had submitted that application and was selected, they really continued asking me and talking to me. And they shared enough about LWML to make me intrigued about what the group was, but also allowed me the space to go to district convention and learn really from the ground up, to see people who were sharing their gifts and talents with the organization, to provide me the opportunity to share gifts and talents with the organization, as well as the other people that we met when we were there, because there's definitely people from all over.
Very true. I would say my story is pretty similar to that, because we both got asked at the same time, and we were both newer members of St. Paul at the time. Yeah. So I think just the getting asked was a big part of it, because me by nature am not just a jump in and go do something, especially if I don't know anybody. So for someone to approach me and say, hey, you should be a part of the LWML, I think it'd be a great fit for you, I think that was a big step in the process. And one other interesting tidbit is that out of the three of us, none of us knew what LWML was going in. We didn't grow up with LWML. Our mothers were not a part of it. So I think it came at a great time in our lives, where that beginning adulthood, where you could really kind of figure out what you wanted to do and how you could use your gifts to help in the mission of spreading God's word. So I think it just came at a really great time and just time in our lives. So it just kind of fit in.
Yeah. What do you think is it about these ladies that made us say yes, that made us want to get involved?
From what I know of them, they're not normal. And that's one of the first things you learn about all of the LWMLs. We're definitely not normal. And that there's a strong emphasis on just being an everyday missionary, despite raising the mites that go to missions that send people around the world.
Yeah, it's so interesting because it's the same across the nation. You know, I've had the opportunity to go to a couple national conventions, and it's ladies of all different areas, different generations coming together, and the excitement is real. It's just very cool.
One of the fun things is that it's kind of become intergenerational, where the more seasoned members will take you under your wing, and they'll gladly share their story of LWML and introduce you to everybody, because once you become a part of the group, you learn and know who everybody
So
is.
true. So
So
true.
they will gladly introduce you, saying, oh, this is a younger woman from my congregation. Introduce her to so-and-so so that they can, because she's really good at writing or graphic design or, so I think she would be a good fit in this area. So they get to know you and introduce you to those people so that you can use your gifts to advance the gospel and use what you've been given. So I think that's a pretty cool aspect of it.
Yep, absolutely.
So what do you think's kept you involved, or what's the most important part about LWML to you, do you think?
Well,
You go first. You go first, Lindsay.
other than being my mom's left-handed gal, yeah, I think it's just that goes back to that instant sisterhood between everyone. The strong church family that I have from that. And then it's expanded into other people amongst the church, and just being like, oh, Lindsay, are you going to come to this? And I'm just like, yeah.
Let me look at the calendar.
They truly care about you, and they want to help you in your journey, which is it's not fake. Like they genuinely care and want you to be involved, and which I think is a great connection tool.
Both in and out of LWML.
Yes, very much
They care
so.
about you as a member of the organization, but also as a person.
Right, exactly.
For me, I think one of the things that I've appreciated most about the LWML is their huge variety of resources. I am the first person to admit that I've never really had a really great habit of spending as much time in the Word. And so LWML just has awesome things laid out to be able to facilitate that for you. I signed up to get the mustard seed devotions to my email every morning, and it always hits me how much those stories come at the right moment. It shouldn't, but it always touches me when it comes at just the right moment. It's something that makes you let go of something bad that happened the day before, or as a reflection on the day before, and just really allows me to start a day coming to my email, which I'm going to open first thing in the morning anyway. So I think that's one of the things that I've appreciated most about LWML is that they have really laid it out and made it very easy and convenient for me to stay connected. Like
Right.
they have done all the work to help me connect, because that's what they want. They want us to continue to connect with our faith, and so I appreciate the convenience that they have made in my day.
I think that the mustard seed devotions are a good connection tool, because there's been times where we're going to meetings and we've had conversations about different things, and then the next day I get an email from you saying, hey, I just read this mustard seed devotion and it really relates to what we were talking about yesterday. So I think it's a great, not just for me as another LWML sister, but your aunt or somebody that's not involved in LWML that's experiencing something that connects to this. So I think it's just a great way to even expand, even just that small devotion can have a big impact on whoever the recipient is. So I think it's a great connection tool.
How about you? Why are you still involved?
Just there's so much excitement. The women are just, they're happy you're there. They want you to be involved, and it's something new each meeting too. Like you learn something new, you grow stronger in your faith, or you form a connection with someone that's experiencing something that you are experiencing that you didn't realize they were experiencing. So I think it's just to continue with the connection tool. It's just a great to have that. You know that the women are always there for you, no matter what it is. So it just helps you grow in your faith and more confident in your faith. So I think it's a great aspect of it. Okay. Okay. this has been really fun, ladies. Thank you
It
for
has been fun.
thank you for coming in and doing this and talking through some things with me. It looks like we are nearing the end of our time together. We want to thank you for joining us today. We hope that you have gained a little insight on what the LWML is and what we have done. If you have any questions or would like any more information about the LWML, please don't hesitate to contact any of us. We will gladly stop and talk to you and share our love for the LWML with you.